guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys, and welcome to another vlog. I am driving the Jaguar F-Type, and my goodness, this car looks absolutely gorgeous. Just look at it. So basically it got a facelift. It was launched 5 years back, but now it got a facelift this year, which gives it updated headlights. Yeah, Jaguar LED technology, all LEDs, and obviously the bumper has been reskinned as well for better aerodynamic efficiency. This lip spoiler, juts out ahead, which means you have to be really careful over bad bumps. Front parking sensors over here. This is for the headlamp washer. R dynamic written over here. That's the variant name. Jaguar logo looks beautiful, and the number plate has been stuck over here. It's a sticker. It looks absolutely scintillating in this red color, doesn't it? And because of hard braking, you can see a lot of brake dust on the wheels. So the 2-liter engine gets smaller wheels. This happens to be 19 inches, and there are 20 inches on the higher variants, which happens to be the 5-liter supercharged V8. Meanwhile, I think globally it also gets 18-inch wheels, more practical obviously. Y-spoke rims look really very nice and gorgeous, and the treatment is really beautiful. R dynamic written over here, Jaguar written over here on chrome. And let's open the engine bay right away. So this is the engine of the F-Type, and look at it. It's an Ingenium motor. It's an all aluminum unit. And can you see any space to put water for the washer fluid? Well, it's not over here for sure. So this is the engine bay of the Jaguar F-Type. Anyways, this is the airbag canister over here. Yeah, that's right. And it is hot. I mean, literally hot as well as hot in terms of appearance. Car is pretty low as such, and it looks beautiful. This is the coupe. It was launched as a convertible initially, and then they brought in the coupe as well. Looks so beautiful. I mean, the kind of design, hats off Ian Callum, you have done a great job with the design of the F-Type. And the attention to detail, well, first and foremost, where are the door handles? Well, this is the door handle. You press it and it comes out, and you can shut it like that. You can also press it to put it back. Anyways, let me open it right now. So beautiful door handles. This is actually done for aerodynamic efficiency. Yeah, it increases the weight of the car, and there are certain things which actually keep increasing the weight of this vehicle. The tail lights have also been revised with the facelift. Again, all LEDs look beautiful. These are signature Jaguar lights. In fact, even on the F-Pace we see it. P300 to tell you how much horsepower is here. This is a reverse parking camera over here. And the other way to recognize whether this is the smaller engine car, well, the exhaust. The V8 gets it on the side, dual exhaust. This gets one big fat exhaust over here. It looks kind of similar to the ones we have seen in some of the Lamborghinis as well. And yeah, it looks nice. It kind of gets this golden plate finish. Rear diffuser. Now the rear bumper has also been revised a bit, and the car is auto lock right now. Anyways, let me open it again. Hats off to Jaguar for making this design. This rear spoiler is actually massive. Now I have deployed it. It auto deploys at 120 kilometers per hour. When it sits inside, you can barely notice if it's even there. Jaguar logo over here. When you're driving the car, you can actually see the logo upside down, that is. Now let me open the boot. So this is the boot of this vehicle. This is the place for the washer fluid. Space saver spare tire has been put over here, robbing away boot space. But hey, you can remove the parcel shelf or keep stuff over the parcel shelf, and then you won't be able to see what's behind. But the boot is decent size. The spare wheel actually robs away a lot of practical touches. Now you have to pull this down to close it. Some sort of an effort there. That is how it works. As you can see, the design of this car is just beautiful. In fact, there's a light on the top as well. There's the antenna over there, and it gets this chrome surround. So a lot of attention to detail in terms of design. This car looks scintillating, absolutely scintillating. Just look at it. I mean, don't look at the brake dust. I'm sorry for braking hard, but yeah, you can see it is such a gorgeous looking car. But let's click this button and open it. So you can see frameless doors. They also look beautiful. R dynamic written over here, and I should get in from the other side, but let me quickly show you the glove box. So press this button, the glove box opens. It is decent sized actually. Yeah, it's pretty decent sized. It gets a very driver centric dashboard, so this is to hold on to when you're driving fast. No center AC vents in this car. Side AC vents are placed over here, and it gets a frameless inside rear view mirror, which also looks very beautiful. Let's quickly get there. So let me show you the attention to detail. Look at the kind of stitching over here. Isn't that beautiful? Even on the seats, and it gets these red seat belts, and obviously this is the single piece seat. So what Jaguar has done in the facelift, they actually reskinned the seat. They have made it thinner in order to increase the room inside, especially for tall passengers, and it has kind of worked, but still it's quite an effort to get inside or outside of the car. You can see frameless door looks beautiful. It gets 6-way adjustment for the front seats. These are the adjustments over there. and there's an optional package which gives you 12-way adjustable along with memory function, along with lumbar and stuff like that. So not much adjustment in the lower trim over here. Meridian sound system, and these are the controls for the outside rear view mirror. These are for the power window. This is to lock or unlock the car, and the door pocket isn't really big as such. You can see the footwell has good amount of space. There's a dead pedal as well. This is to open the boot, this is to turn on the fog light, and this is to increase or decrease the intensity of the instrument cluster's light. So not many buttons as such, but hey, some effort to get inside, and here we go. So first things first, let me turn on the car. Press this button, the car turns on. Rose to life, air conditioning is on. And where are the center AC vents? Well, there they are. Isn't that theater? Yes, the center AC vents actually pop out. Let me turn off the air conditioning and they will go by. So that's a very nice party trick in the F-Type. In fact, in almost every Jag there is a party trick or two. Now this might look similar to the ones which you see in the Swift. Obviously Jaguar came with it first. Anyways, let me turn on the air conditioning. This is the control for the temperature. Both of you can adjust it, the front seat passenger or the front driver, or the driver. There's a driver only at the front. There's no front driver as such. Faisal, what are you talking? Anyways, twin cup holders over here, and you can neatly shut it off like that. And as you can see, this is for the passenger to hold on to when you're driving fast. These sun visors are very small, with a very small mirror as well. The reason for this small sun visor is the fact that it also comes in convertible form. So this roof will actually go down and pack itself in the boot. So you can't have bigger ones, obviously. Now you can see this is a touch control for the inside lights, which is also very nice. And obviously you get a sun visor here along with a mirror as well. So airbag over there, plenty of airbags in this car as well. And as you can see, the vehicle feels very nice and well put together. There's a flat bottom steering wheel over here. These are the controls for the cruise control. These are the controls for the audio as well as the multi-information display over there. So if I get into menu, I can change a lot of things. I can get into trip, I can get into vehicle information, vehicle settings, display, audio, trip, whatever. I mean, ton of information over there. However, this age of all digital instrument clusters, this one looks a little dated. On the right, we get a tachometer. On the left, we get a speedometer. And over here in the center, the multi-information display, on the left side, we get a temperature meter. On the right side, we get a fuel meter. And below, we get the distance to empty, which obviously I can toggle by pressing this button. So I can get into trip A. This is the date. And this is the trip A. This is the driving time. This is the average speed. And this is the mileage, which happens to be 17.5 liters for 100 kilometers. Come on guys, do the maths. And this is the distance to empty. On the left, we get the odometer. So not a really very loaded console as such, but the binnacles are really nice. Now you know where the Maruti Swift has got a lot of influence from, right from here as well as the front. Okay, the horn is decent and actually nice, I would say. Meanwhile, these are the controls for the headlights, and this is the control for the wipers. Let's use the wipers right away. I press this button and the spray comes out from the wipers itself. So the nozzle is placed on individual wipers. Dual blade wipers do a great job of cleaning the windscreen nicely. And which brings me to this updated Touch Pro infotainment system. This one is slicker than before. It gets plenty of features. Let me put it into reverse right now. You can see there's a reverse parking camera with adaptive guidelines as well. But that's about it. It doesn't get a front parking camera. It doesn't get a 360-degree parking camera, but I can get into the camera button. And as you can see, it's showing a cross over there. Anyways, multiple views for the camera as well, which is a nice touch for the rear camera, that is. And the system isn't very fluid to use. It misses out on Apple CarPlay. It misses out on Android Auto. And it's not the fastest. It's a little complex for my liking, not as slick as BMW's iDrive system. But yes, it has been updated and works brilliantly well now. Usual Jaguar affair with my name written over here. Faisal's iPhone with a telephone booth over here for reasons best known to Jaguar. And over here, unnamed road showing some, time-lapse photo at the night, showing a lot of lights going by. So, I mean, different way of Jaguar portraying a lot of things in this car. Let me turn off the air conditioning right away. These are the controls for the air conditioning, and obviously these are also the controls for the air conditioning. There's a cigarette lighter over here, and this is for the volume control. Now this is to place a coin over here. This is for the electric handbrake. This is the gear lever, beautifully finished, and this is to turn off traction control. This is for the active exhaust. This is to lift the rear spoiler, and this is to turn on and off the stop start system of the vehicle. Now these are the controls for the various drive modes. So basically now we are in normal. If I pull it towards me, it gets into dynamic mode. It says dynamic mode confirmed. There's also a dynamic launch mode, and as you can see, there's a flag which comes here, which also comes over there to confirm that it is in dynamic mode. It also manually lets you take control of the gears. That is a very good touch, because when you get into dynamic mode, when you slot the gear lever to the left and you hit any of the pedals, yeah, it will let you manually take control of things. So let's get into drive, and here we are. So it will show you the number over there, 1, to like that. So basically that is pure dynamic mode, which also let you control the gas. Now let me get into normal mode, dynamic mode off. We are back into parking, and I can get into rain, ice, snow mode as well. And well, these are the only modes in this vehicle. So basically 3 modes on offer. So right now we have turned off dynamic mode. Overall the vehicle looks very nice. The cabin does feel nice, but kind of feels dated in certain areas. Obviously it has been in the market for almost 6 years now. Let's play a song right away. The Meridian audio system works brilliantly well, gives great output as well. Keep this button pressed and the spoiler is down now. So as you can see, you must have seen it in the rear view mirror, the spoiler coming up and going down. Well, I'll try and do that once again. And there it comes. You can see Jaguar and the logo both upside down. So overall fit finish is great as well, good build quality, although some amount of rattles are coming from certain area over here. And the seats are extremely comfortable, they're a snug fit, they hug you. And honestly, these are the seats which are very good on lower back support as well. But how is it to drive? Well, let's get driving. Below over here there's space to keep stuff as well. Below the center armrest at the front there's a micro SIM slot over here, there's a 12-volt charging socket over here, and 2 USB plugs here as well. Meanwhile, you can see over here you can keep a lot of stuff, but it's just going to hinder your practicality of looking in the rear view mirror, the inside rear view mirror. And you can keep stuff over here. There's a net as well, and you can see, I mean, there is not much space behind the seat as such. There's airbag over here. So as you can see, there's good amount of headroom as well, although the roof is black, but it still doesn't feel claustrophobic at all. I love this car. I absolutely love it. Weren't you supposed to drive? What are you doing talking again? I'm so sorry. Let's go. Alright, we are all set to go, which means turning off the air conditioning, getting into drive mode and getting into dynamic mode. Okay, look at this go down. Dynamic mode has been confirmed. We shifted into sport. Sport exhaust has been turned on as well. Stop start has been turned off. Rear spoiler activated. Traction control off. Everything is set. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor, dynamic launch active, and here we go. So as you can see, performance is quite brisk. Now this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder Ingenium engine which produces 300 PS of power. That's why the name of this car is P300, and 400 Newton meters of torque between 1500 to 4500 RPM. So the torque band is quite wide. It redlines close to 6400 RPM, and overall performance is very brisk for an engine this small. In fact, this motor also sounds quite good. Jaguar has done a great job of tuning the motor, and the overall tune of this engine is just brilliant. The other engine Jaguar has on offer is the 5-liter supercharged V8. Now this is a turbocharged engine, that's a supercharged engine. It has 8 cylinders, it's a V8 motor and produces 550 PS of power. That's a lot, or 575 PS of power in the SVR with 700 Newton meters of torque. In fact, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour takes just 3.7 seconds. That's 2 seconds quicker than this car, which takes 5.7 seconds, and the top speed of this vehicle is 250 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, the 5-liter engine car does a top speed of 322 kilometers per hour or 314 for the convertible. But there's another interesting thing. If the rear spoiler is active and it actually gets deployed with a lot of angle, then the top speed is restricted to 300 kilometers per hour. It won't go above 300 kilometers per hour. Please, Jaguar, tell me how on earth can I keep the rear spoiler closed, because it automatically deploys at the speed of 120 kilometers per hour. So is there a way for me to shut it off? I don't think so. As you can see, the overall refinement from this Ingenium motor is just brilliant. Meanwhile, the 5-liter engine model channels power to all the wheels. It is an all-wheel drive. This channels power to the rear wheel only. It's a rear wheel drive, and that's the reason why this one actually weighs lesser. In fact, the all aluminum Ingenium motor is itself 52 kgs lighter. This 8-speed gearbox is so good. It's very fast with shifts. It's a torque converter, and it gives you the right gear at almost all the times. In fact, it's super quick with shifts. You can manually take control of things using the steering mounted paddles, or obviously you can also take control of things using the Triptronic function over here. This car's ride quality is simply brilliant. It absorbs almost most of the things in its stride, and the ground clearance isn't bad either. The handling is brilliant. It's almost point and shoot because the steering offers great feel. Body roll is well contained and body movement is simply brilliant. It just feels so sure-footed around corners. The tires offer great grip and a lot of technology as well. Traction control is not very intervening, and most importantly, the grip from the tires is absolutely brilliant as well. It has torque vectoring. It has a ton of other features to keep it glued to the road. Putting a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine in a Jaguar F-Type is akin to putting my electric shaver in a go-kart car to power it. I mean, it just does not feel right. However, when you look at the pricing, everything starts to make sense. It costs 1.5 crores less than the V8 model. Dynamic launch not ready, cooling in progress. Wow. Anyways, I was thinking of doing another launch. So here we go. No launch control here. So I'll tell you what, if you aggressively turn this car around U-turns with heavy throttle, it will make a lot of tire noises as well. So right now I'm driving in 8th gear and look at how civilized the motor is. Get hard onto the throttle, downshift to 3rd, and there it pulls. Anyways, bye bye.